As we progress through 2024, it's unfortunate to know we lost some amazing figures along the way. From athletes, actors, politicians, civil rights activists, and artists, it's sad to lose someone, and we are only halfway through the year. So let's take a moment to reflect on these amazing black figures and how they made an impact. 1. Rapper Enchanting recently died on June 11th at the age of 26. Born Channing Nicole Larry, Enchanting was taken off life support after she fell unconscious the previous day. She signed with Gucci Mane's imprint 1017 Records in 2020 and left after releasing her 2022 album, No Love. 2. Civil rights leader James Lawson, Jr. died on June 9th at 95. He passed in Los Angeles after suffering a cardiac arrest. For most of his life, Lawson worked as a labor activist, professor, and pastor. He was also a close advisor to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. during the civil rights movement. 3. NBA Hall of Famer Chet Walker died on June 8th at 84. Nicknamed the Jet, Walker was a 7-time All-Star who helped lead the Philadelphia 76ers to a championship in 1967. During his 13-year career, he played with the Sixers and the Chicago Bulls. 4. Rapper Brother Marquis died on June 3rd at 58. No cause of death has been made public. Marquis was a member of 2 Live Crew, one of hip-hop's most influential and important groups. The crew played a huge role in allowing MCs to express their right to free speech. Shortly after the release of their 3rd album, As Nasty as They Wanna Be, the United States District Court for the Southern District of Florida ruled that the album was legally obscene. The appeals court later overturned the ruling, saying that the album had artistic value. 5. NFL Hall of Famer Larry Allen suddenly died on June 3rd at 53 while on vacation with his family in Mexico. His cause of death has not been shared. Allen was one of the greatest offensive linemen in NFL history. Allen was a Cowboys legend who played in Dallas for 12 seasons. His final 2 seasons in the NFL were spent with the San Francisco 49ers. 6. Michelle Obama's mother, Marian Robinson, died on May 31st at the age of 86. Her cause of death was not shared. 7. Drew Gordon died on May 30th in a crash while driving a 3-wheeled vehicle in Portland. He was 33. Drew is the older brother of Denver Nuggets star Aaron Gordon. Although he never quite reached the heights of his brother, Drew was a talented athlete who played college basketball at UCLA and the University of New Mexico. Gordon only played in the NBA for 1 year during the 2014 to 2015 season with the Philadelphia 76ers. 8. On May 14th, the highly respected Reverend William A. Lawson passed away at the age of 95. Lawson was the founder of Houston's Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church and a civil rights leader who started one of the city's largest congregations after moving to Houston from Kansas City almost 70 years ago. Lawson also hosted Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at his church at the peak of the civil rights movement. 9. Hall of Fame cornerback Jimmy Johnson died on May 8th at 86. His cause of death has not been revealed. Johnson played in the NFL for 16 seasons and spent every one of them with the San Francisco 49ers. He was named to the Pro Bowl 5 times and was a first-team All-Pro 3 times. He was inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1994. 10. Beloved hip-hop head, journalist, and internet personality Dallas Penn died on May 1st at 54. His cause of death has not been revealed. Penn was a force in the online hip-hop world, eventually working with Combat Jack on the extremely influential The Combat Jack Show. 11. Representative Donald M. Payne Jr. died on April 24th at 65. He was hospitalized in early April after sustaining a heart attack that came from his complications with diabetes. Payne was the son of Donald Payne Sr., who was the first black person to represent New Jersey in Congress. 12. Chris King was a rapper who died on April 20th. King, who was just 32 years old at the time of his passing, suffered from fatal gunshot wounds in Nashville, Tennessee. 13. Grammy-winning Christian singer Mandisa, who got her start on American Idol, was found deceased in her Nashville home on April 18th. She was just 47 years of age. 14. Hip-hop producer Rico Wade died on April 13th at 52. His cause of death was not shared. Wade was a part of the legendary production trio Organized Noise, which created music with Atlanta rap royalties such as Outkast and Goody Mob. 15. O.J. Simpson died April 10th after a lengthy cancer battle. After retiring from football, Simpson went on to become an announcer, sportscaster, and pop culture mainstay. 16. William Strickland died on April 10th at 87. Strickland was a civil rights activist who was close friends with Malcolm X and was a consultant for the iconic docuseries Eyes on the Prize. He also taught at University of Massachusetts Amherst for more than 40 years as a professor in the African American Studies Department. 17. Legendary New York City DJ Mister Cee passed away on April 10th at the young age of 57. He died from a diabetes-related coronary artery and kidney disease. Born Kelvin LeBron, he served as the DJ for Big Daddy Kane, and his production work with the Notorious B.I.G. helped the late rapper find fame. Mister Cee's Throwback at Noon show on Hot 97 is still regarded as one of the most important hip-hop programs of all time. Recently, he was on Odyssey's 94.7 The Block. 18. Former NFL player Vontae Davis was found dead on April 1st at the age of 35. He was a longtime cornerback who played in the NFL for 9 years on 3 teams, including the Miami Dolphins, Indianapolis Colts, and the Buffalo Bills. He was named to 2 Pro Bowls. 19. Accomplished saxophonist and keyboardist Casey Benjamin died on March 31st at 46. Benjamin was also a producer and songwriter who was a member of the Robert Glasper Experiment. He won a Grammy Award for Best R&B Album for his work on the 2012 record, Black Radio. 20. Young and talented actor Chance Perdomo died on March 29th at 27 after being involved in a motorcycle accident. Perdomo was an American and British actor who was starting to make a name for himself in the industry after his impressive role on the 2023 TV show, Gen V. 21. Legendary actor Louis Gossett Jr. died on March 28th at 87. Gossett was known for becoming the first black man to win an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his role in the 1982 film, An Officer and a Gentleman. During his career, he also starred in other beloved shows and movies such as Roots, Watchmen, and The Color Purple. 22. Sandra Crouch died March 17th at the age of 81. The Grammy-winning gospel artist was the sister of the legendary gospel singer Andraé Crouch. In 1984, she won the Grammy for Best Female Soul Gospel Performance for her album, We Sing Praises. 23. Jessica Pettway died on March 11th after a tough battle with stage 3 cervical cancer. She was 36. Pettway was a beloved beauty influencer who had over 153,000 Instagram followers and 229,000 YouTube subscribers. 24. Anthony Baby Gap Walker died Tuesday, March 12th, after experiencing complications from a neck surgery. He was 60. Walker was a longtime member of the 1970s funk group The Gap Band. Boss died on March 11th at the age of 54. Born Lachelle Marie Laws, Boss was one of the first women to sign to Def Jam as a rapper. In her career, Boss released one studio album, 1993's Born Gangsta. 26. Civil rights leader Dorie Ladner died on March 11th at 81 after dealing with complications from COVID-19. Ladner was a member of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNCC, during the Civil Rights Movement and was a prominent part of many of the most notable marches during the 1960s. 27. Naomi Ruth Barber King died on March 7th. She was 92. King was the sister-in-law of the late Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. and an accomplished civil rights activist in her own right. In 2008, she founded the A.D. King Foundation, which was named after her late husband. 28. Janice Burgess died on March 4, 2024, at 72. Burgess was a TV executive and screenwriter who was best known for creating the popular Nickelodeon television show The Backyardigans. 29. Michael Jones died on February 28, 2024, at the age of 61. Jones was a professional wrestler in the WWF, currently the WWE, who went by the stage name Virgil. He was best known for portraying Ted DiBiase's bodyguard. In the mid-90s, he joined the WCW and became one of the New World Order with DiBiase. 30. Robert Reed died on February 19th at 68. Reed was a 13-year NBA veteran, playing for the Houston Rockets, Portland Trailblazers, Charlotte Hornets, and Philadelphia Sixers. He spent 10 of those seasons with the Rockets. 31. HIV/AIDS activist Hydeia Broadbent died on February 20th at 39. After getting HIV at the young age of 3, Broadbent was one of the initial children to receive treatment for HIV/AIDS. After living with the disease for more than 30 years, she raised awareness about the virus and we can help people living with it. Although her cause of death is unknown, she suffered a heart attack in September 2023. 32. Bing Worthington, Snoop Dogg's younger brother, died on February 14th at 44. Worthington was a music executive who often worked with his older brother, becoming his tour manager and later working for his company, Dog Records. 33. Dylan Kane died from heart disease in Lelystad, the Netherlands on February 7th. He was 81. Also known as Kane the Poet, the spoken word artists founded The Last Poets, a musical group that arose in the 1960s. His music helped set the building blocks for hip-hop, as rap legends such as Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg sampled his vocals. 34. Henry Fambrough died on February 6th at the age of 85 due to natural causes. Fambrough was the last surviving member of the Spinners, an R&B group that started recording music in 1954. In November 2023, he was present as he saw the legendary group be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 35. Richard Castor died on February 1st at 75 after a lengthy battle with Parkinson's disease. Castor was an NFL player who played 13 seasons in the league. He played for multiple teams, including the New York Jets, Houston Oilers, and the Washington Redskins. 36. Eddie Cheeba died on February 13th at the age of 67 after suffering a cardiac arrest. Cheeba was a DJ who was considered one of the founding fathers of hip-hop. Born Edward Sturgis, Cheeba was part of a DJ trio that included Lovebug Starski and DJ Hollywood. They were incredibly inspirational to many early hip-hop artists in the late 1970s. 37. Kelvin Kiptum passed on February 11th at the young age of 24. The accomplished runner and his coach Gervais Hakizimana died after being involved in a car accident in Kenya. Kiptum was the current world record holder in the marathon after running a time of 2 hours and 35 seconds at the 2023 Chicago Marathon. 38. Earl Cureton unexpectedly died on February 4th at the age of 66. His cause of death is currently unknown. Cureton is a Detroit legend as he was born in the Motor City, went to Detroit Mercy University, and eventually played for the Detroit Pistons. Before his death, he served as a community ambassador for the Pistons. During his NBA career, he also played for the Philadelphia Sixers, Los Angeles Clippers, Charlotte Hornets, Houston Rockets, and the Toronto Raptors. 39. Carl Weathers had such a long and varied career he had fans of all ages, races, and genders. Whether it was Apollo Creed in Rocky, Chubbs and Happy Gilmore, or Greef Karga in The Mandalorian, he was recognized around the world. He passed away February 1st at the age of 76, dying at home in his sleep. 40. Tony-winning actor and choreographer Hinton Battle died after a lengthy illness per The Hollywood Reporter. His family and loved ones are choosing not to disclose the exact nature of his illness. He passed away at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. He was 67 years old. 41. On January 21st, judo champion and 2016 Olympian Maricet Espinosa Gonzalez passed away after suffering a heart attack. According to TMZ, the two-time Pan American Games champion had surgery shortly before the heart attack, but there's no word on if the procedure played a role in her death. While representing Cuba, Gonzalez was a two-time Pan American Games gold medalist in 2013 and 2014. Nicknamed La Mole, Gonzalez was 34 years old. 42. Dexter Scott King died on January 22nd after a long battle with prostate cancer. He was 62. As the youngest son of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Dexter followed in his father's footsteps and was a civil rights activist. He was also the chairman of the King Center for Nonviolent Social Change. 43. Marlena Shaw died on January 19th at the age of 81. Her daughter announced the legendary jazz singer's passing in an emotional video on Facebook. Shaw was a mainstay in jazz, R&B, and soul for years and was known for the songs California Soul and Woman of the Ghetto. 44. Reggie Wells died on January 8th at 76. His cause of death has not been shared. Wells was a well-known and accomplished makeup artist who worked with the likes of Michelle Obama, Oprah, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, and other notable black figures. Thanks for watching Black Hollywood.